suppose we have to work out a problem like this. Total earnings is 18 and 6 of P1 and this for P2. That is firm P1 and firm P2. Okay. Total earnings is rupees 18, rupees 6 and outstanding shares is rupees 9, rupees 6. Earnings per share is 2.1 and P by E ratio is 12.8 and market price per share is 24.8. So let us work out this problem with the help of this formula. How this formula helps us? Once again, let's recall. That is exchange rate. That is how many shares of firm 1 should be issued to firm 2 in order to acquire the firm. So this is a formula. So what is the formula? S1 by S2. What is S1? So ER1 is the exchange rate and S1. S1 is equal to number of shares of firm 1 and S2 is number of shares of firm 2. Okay, so minus S1 plus S2 plus we will add the earnings of both the firms divided by market price. E1 is equal to EPS of firm 1 and E2 is equal to EPS of firm 2. And what is P1? P1 is the market price of firm 1. Market price of firm 1. Okay. Now P1 into S2. S2 is, we already know number of shares of firm 2. That multiplied by price to earnings ratio of the merged firm. That is P12 is equal to price to earnings ratio of merged firm. So this is how it is. Now let's substitute the values. S1. S1 is number of shares. Number of outstanding shares of firm 1 is 9 whereas firm 2 is 6 plus earnings E1 plus E2. Okay, so what is the E1 plus E2? Earnings per share of firm 1 is total earnings by total number of shares. So we can substitute this by total earnings. Here is E1 is total earnings. Earnings per share, that is, it's not earnings per share, sorry. This is the earnings of firm 1 whereas it is the earnings of firm 2. So by substituting this E1 plus E2, what we will get? 18 plus 6. 18 plus 6 divided by P1. P1, what is P1? P1 is number of shares of P1 is market price of firm 1. So how much it is? 24. 24 into S2. S2 is number of shares of firm 2 into 6. Into 6. And P by E ratio of merged firm. We don't know about that. Okay. Here P by E ratio firm 1 and whereas firm 2 is given, but we don't know the P by E ratio of merged firm. So we keep it as such. So we can give some arbitrary values. For example, if you are giving P by E ratio as 9, we will get some exchange rate ratio here. Okay. So this value will change. How many shares which we have to issue to the firm 2 in order to acquire the firm is dependent on these factors, and it will also change accordingly on the basis of P by E ratio of the merged firm. So the merged firm should have some market price, should have some earnings per share. On the basis of that, the number of shares issued. So expected value of the merged firm has a direct impact on the number of shares to be issued to the firm too. This is what we can infer from this model.